Good morning, YouTube. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you please type the number 1 in the comments section or in your chat box to let me know that you can, I would greatly appreciate it. And as we get started here this morning, keep in mind that everything we look at is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. And if you like what you see, make sure you follow along. Make sure that you're subscribing to the various social media platforms that we've got out there. We're constantly doing new content. Tomorrow morning, Sean and I have a schedule of what we're going to go through and create some more videos for all of you. So make sure you're checking it all out. All right, with that, it's time to go take a look at the futures. Well, let's see. PCE came out good. It's up 0.06% or 0.6% rather, but still keeping us down on the market. So the YM, as an example, you can see the massive drop-off we had overnight on the Dow, which on the ES we're down 38, 39, 40. So on the YM we're down 297. The NASDAQ we're down 118. The RUT we're down 22. Big move for them. Bitcoin, getting close to that 19,000 break. 19,000. We're down about 1,000 points on Bitcoin. Ethereum, we're down about 83. Gold, we are down 13. And crude, we're down $1.10. I'm sure no one's complaining about being down $1.10 on crude, unless the complaint is only $1.10. But I'm sure no one's really that upset that crude's going down, unless you are a crude investor and you're looking for the price going up. All right, let's go take a look at some trades from yesterday. This is the opportunity for you to drop in the trades that you did. I'm going to share with you trades that I did yesterday. Anything that you did, whether it was funded or non-funded, whether it went against you, went and broke even, if you made money, whatever it is, drop that trade in. All I'm trying to accomplish here is nothing else than everybody in this community being able to benefit from everybody else. If you took a trade yesterday and I'm a newer trader, I'm going to go check that out and look at it and go, why did they take that trade on Apple yesterday? I'm going to go look at the chart and go, oh, I see it now, and help me as a trader to be able to grow as well, right? And every once in a while, I get a good trade off of it for me too. So, all right. So yesterday, guys, we had Tesla on our list. They had laid off a couple hundred people, closed an office, right? I had put down that we were looking at credit spread or some long options on it. So let me go over to Tesla and take a look-see at Tesla. So first thing first, let me go look at the daily chart. All right. Come on. All right. So Tesla had dropped down, or it had gapped down, right? And if we go and look at our intraday chart, right? Tesla had gapped down, and here's that 683.38 level, right? That horizontal line that's there is this horizontal line right here, right? So I watched Tesla for the break of that yesterday, and it did. The first candle, it broke hard. I missed this retrace up here. It moved up too quick, and I didn't get it off my 1 minute. So I watched it pull back, very disappointed. Came back up. It closed right at that fib line, and then it rolled over. And I took the bearish entry there. It was the 700 puts. It was right about 10 o'clock. It was on that candle. They were 27 bucks a piece for the options yesterday, right? Took a little heat for the next 2 or 3 candles, but nothing crazy, right? And watched it roll over. Watched it roll over. And then right about here, as we got above our 8 moving average on a close, I decided to pull the trigger. I was a special guest yesterday on a show for Benzinga. They wanted me to come in and talk about the markets and what I was seeing. So I did not want to be in this trade through the lunchtime lull anyway. I wasn't worried about it. Now it went a little bit lower, came back down, but then it climbed up for the rest of the day. So we got in about 27. We got out about 34. That's about a $7 move on the options yesterday. Great setup for sure, right? Not a trade from yesterday, but one that was taken yesterday was we have an open trade on power option plays on Booking. Right? We got in when the stock was $1,916. We got 4 contracts, right? Yesterday, we exited 2 of them, I didn't put the date in there. That was the 29th. We exited 2 of those contracts 1 day later at $1,787. Those 2 contracts are up over 20 grand right now, right? Which puts us now over 800 grand for the year on power option plays, which I am pretty darn happy about, right? But 2 great setups yesterday. Very pleased with what we were able to do with both of them, right? So let's see what you guys have in here. Sean said a whole lot of chop, no trades. I get it. Square is sketchy. Morning, Alan. Chris said took the day off. Good day to be off. Let's see. Trip said made almost a point on IBM switchback trade. Good. Frankie said position number 1 in the chair. Excellent. All right. I get it, guys. Listen, we all need days off. It's summertime, right? I'll tell you this. Before we had weekly options available to us, everything was monthly. Before we had weekly options, unless it was expiration week, Friday was an off day for me. I was not trading. I was not around on Friday. Friday was just a 3-day weekend, right? Now with weekly options, it's probably one of my better trading days of the week because I can get into more trades with less cost on them because of the weekly options. All right, let's go take a look at today's candidates. So I built our list out, and I have on top of our list, which is not very big today, of 5 candidates, I have a bonus, not candidate, but topic I want to go into. Something that I saw as I was going through the charts this morning and got to the option chain. So you know what? This is something that everybody needs to see. So we're going to spend a little bit of time on that today. All right. So the very first one we're looking at is AMD. They got an upgrade. No idea who it was that gave them an upgrade, but even with that upgrade, they are down this morning. Let me get my option chain back up here. AMD is down 31 cents right now, so it really hasn't done much. That upgrade hasn't helped them in the wake of what's happening right now, right? Upgrade, bullish move. Look where we are. We're at 77.58, and there's a support level at 77.43. Am I really excited about this trade at this point? The answer is no, right? I'm going to look at this trade and I'm going to write down next to, where it says trade setup, right? Because you guys have seen this sheet before, right? It's nothing more than symbol, what direction we're moving, what the news was, if there's stock details or option details that I need to put in. And this is for Thursday. I just realized I don't have that on there. 6:30. All right. So under the trade setup, I'm going to just put down BD for bidirectional, right? And what does bidirectional mean then to me? If we can pull back to the 77.43 and bounce, there's a potential bullish entry because I have a clear and concise entry all the way up to that 83.74. If we break that level, I'm going to need to see more details here. If we break that level, 63.13. We need a fib in here, so we're going to add a -5 because we have to split that level. 1.5. There we go. 77. Good. Perfect. So bounce off the 77.43 and move up. There's a bullish trade. Break the 77.43, retest and fail, and there is a directional trade down. And this is straight options. This is purely an options trade, right? BNTX. Let me unscrunch a little bit. All right, BNTX. U.S. government purchase deal signed. So they got another deal for COVID where they're buying COVID from them, the vaccines. So right now they're up $1.90 to 144. Yes, it puts them above the 21. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below 135. And they are the only one that is up today. And we don't have many. I've only got 5 candidates on our list today. But that means there's only 3 left. So I'm going to ask you to drop in the trades that you want me to take a look at. What stocks do you want me to analyze for you before we get to the market open? Guys, listen, the whole idea behind this show is everything we do is actionable. What can we do to make money in the market? Bottom line, funded, non-funded, doesn't matter. If you're making practice money, you're making money. That's how you learn, right? The only business that you can go ahead and do it in practice mode first before you ever put real money into the business, right? You can't do that if you own a grocery store. You can't open up a practice grocery store and have practice inventory and practice customers and practice cash registers. And you can't do it with real estate, right? Sooner or later, you're putting cash into it, right? You do a deal, you're doing a deal. It's real money that's in there, right? That you're on the hook for. This is the only business that you can do it with. So drop in the candidate I'm going to take a look at. Right. Next is RH, Restoration Hardware. They lowered their guidance. Not surprising. They have not done well at all. Right. They came from 750. They're at, call it 250. They've got 66% haircut on their price. Craziness. And how much they've dropped down. Right. Well, with that bearish news, it puts them down $20, 19.5. They're at 218 right now. Woo, baby. Let's see. 178. We'll call it 180 to 250. That's about $70. Oh, yeah. We need to split that puppy in half for sure. Right. Let's see. We need a -5 in there. So let's go add a -5. All right. So if we're sitting at look at that. We're sitting all the way down here at 217, 218, and we've got 213.75. But we're looking for a bear call spread above 249, which probably means 250. Well, there might be $2.50 increments on it. Let's see. Yeah, so 2.5. So it would ultimately becomes above 250. Right, this is where we're going to wind up. All right, Stars, STZ, right? Constellation brand. They're down $6.50 right now. It's all on earnings for them, right? Yuckish. Looking for them, that's for sure. So we're down $6.50. It puts us to 237.5 right now, which takes us under the 8. Takes us under the 21. So we're looking at a bear call spread above 242. See what happened? We were in a bullish bias yesterday, true bullish, no less. And now we drop down to bear. We're down below our lowest moving average, 237.25 now, our lowest moving average, and completely shifted bias on this setup, right? And then lastly, we've got WBA. WBA is earnings. They are down 97 cents on their earnings. That's Walgreens Boots Alliance, right? So they are sitting right now at, well, we'll call it $40, right? So they're down below that 41. Overall bearish bias. Overall, just an amazing setup where we're located. What a great day to get this kind of news. We're looking at a bear call spread above 41. There are 50-cent increments here. So based on yesterday's numbers, if we're looking at above 41, we've got 90. What? I could sell the 41 for 90 cents. I could buy the 41.5 for 66 cents. 76.86. Yeah, that's 24 cents of credit with a 50-cent maximum risk. Now, that's as of yesterday. Things have moved $1, so we're going to see some differences in there. We've got to look at it. But, guys, really nice setup. It's an anomaly. If you're looking to take that one, it's going to be right at the open to get it. All right? Let's see. Erica said, what happened to APTV last night? But so APTV last night, they wound up with, where are they? I've got them on my paper here somewhere. I did. What did I do with it? APTV is a zero line breakout trade. The problem with it is it has only monthly options on it. So I'm not as excited about it, Erica. But from a standpoint of the chart, they're sitting right. It wasn't zero line breakout. This was, oh no, let's change it here. APTV. I wrote zero line breakout. I thought I had changed the chart. I did not. So we're looking at 87.64. If you're good with monthly options, guys, then this one is great. If you can get it to retest near that 94.75 and fail, 87.5, 87.75 is the support level that's down there for this one. So that's what Erica was talking about in Monster Market Movers. Good. By the way, the class was last night, the class was very helpful, analyzing the charts and bringing Trip on to answer questions. Good. I'm glad it worked out. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So John's asking for AMAT. Let's go take a look at that one. Oh, wait a second, Don. No, we're not doing that yet. No, we're not doing AMAT yet. No, not yet. We will, but BIP. Okay, this came up in the news this morning. I don't remember what the news was. It didn't matter. And then I went to the option chain, which was fully collapsed, and this is what I see. And I'm going, what the heck is going on there? Now, I think I know what's happening, but I'm not sure, right? Because I'm looking at a July 15th, 2022 strike, expiration. And I'm looking at another July 15th, 2022 with 150 in there. When you look at the options, you open both of these up. If I look at the $30 strike on the top one, 640 by 950. I look down here, $6 by 950. All right, we're in the same ballpark, right? It's not that far off. But then I noticed that there are these whack strike prices in there. So I made a call to a contact that I have and asked, what from an agency, and asked what is going on with this. And BIP was a stock split. So when you see this 150 on BIP, this is one contract controls, you ready? 150 shares of stock. Now, I assumed that to be the case when I saw it. But you have to understand something here. There are times that you're going to have a stock split, and if you see these wacky numbers, it almost always tells you it was a split, right? Merger, split, whatever the words are, right? Almost always. But I have seen this happen where the option controlled 100 shares of, let's say, BIP stock. It controlled 47 shares of the other company that it merged with, and it included $87 of cash. All three of those inside of one options contract. You see these wacky numbers, you better back up and make sure you're on the right side, because I did this with a covered call because I got greater premium on this one. It didn't say 150. I looked at the strikes, and this option, when I sold the covered call, right, was going to pay me $1, and this option was paying me $250. I did the $250. Well, now I had naked positions, call positions, because I sold to open. I had naked call positions because I was on stock that I did not even own, right? So you've got to be careful when you see these wacky numbers. Make sure you understand what's going on, and there's two of them. There's BIP and there's BIPC, which is just their C share, but both of them have that 150 happening on, their multiple strike prices. August is the only month where they don't have that taking place. Because of the monthly options, because of the $5 increments, right? I'm not interested anyway. But it wasn't a matter of that. It was a matter of some of you are going to run into that. And you're going to go, whoa, what is happening? Or go, what I did, wow, I'll take that one because it's more money, not realizing that more profit usually means more risk, right? Okay. So with that, let's go back to AMT. Right. And I think I missed some of them. We'll go back up the list. I did pass some up, but I've got AMT loaded. Actually, let's do it here. All symbols. Let's put AMT in right now. And AMT is flat on the morning. Now, John was asking on AMT. We'll pull this fib out. We violated the negative 618. Let's see. We probably need to redraw. We've got a place to do it. So let's do that. Let's go redraw the fibs. Right in there. 103, 107. Okay, good. So right now we've got nothing on it, but John, it isn't a bearish bias, right? It's got a false H, it's called, with the break to the 382 and a fail. Not a trade I take off of, but I like to move potentially back up to the 95. The fail That's why I'm not. Hold on. AM80. I put AMT in on TradeStation. So they're down $1 right now. So 91. If we can get a move back up near that 94 or so, John, and then roll over, do we have enough room here or do we need a Fibit? And all I'm doing is looking at what's going on here. So I got $9, 87, call it 88. It's 5.27. We don't need a Fibit. Okay. Move up near the 94, roll over 87.5 is support. So somewhere above there is going to be a target. Hope that helps. Let me know down below, John. Alan said Adobe bearish with a retest of the 370 and fail. ADBE. All right, they're down $5.50 right now. So I have an alert that was an old one that went off on Adobe as soon as I brought it up. So I figured let me just get rid of it while we're there. Okay. That was that Aruga type sound. Alan, you're spot on, my friend. I love where it's setting up. It closed below yesterday, pushed up. I just need that rollover today, and we got it. We're down $5.50. I'd still like to see a little bit move up first, maybe at that 950 to 1010 rollover point. Will work well for it. Okay, so I like it a lot. Trip said already had AMD on my list, of course. There you go, Trip. Right. So on stars, Paul, what did we have down for that? Bear call spread above 242. Bear call spread above 242 on stars was the note. Trip said, fib question on SPX. How about a fib this month instead of an April fib? $ SPX. Yeah, I mean, Trip, you can. This is still a bigger fib. We barely hung down there. You definitely can draw off of that. I'm not ready to make the change. Maybe we'll talk about this in the update and pop over the weekend, but I'm just not ready to make that change as of today. Let me read the rest of what you wrote. Younger one is still slightly smaller, but cleaner. Your thought. Okay. Yeah, it is. Well, I mean, I'm okay with this move here, right? Down, sideways, down, a little sideways, down, big bounce up, right? To the 236. But yes, Trip, could you do the more advanced fibs that we teach, right? That I teach where you do both, right? And look for confluences, right? Where we get rid of the 236 because there's nothing there. We get rid of the 618 because there's nothing there. But everything else is overlapping, Trip. So our older fib is still very valid as far as our support levels, support and resistance levels go. But yes, you could look at it. I still like it that it is a bigger move that came in there. But we'll talk on it again over the weekend. We'll look at it in pop. Thank you for bringing that up, Trip. Frankie said RTX. RTX. Let's get it on pre-market and see where it is. It's down $1.92. All right. So RTX. Let's try putting it in the right way this time, Rob. Okay. So we need a fib on here. Not a very clean one. Very choppy in there, but clear definition of where it changed. We're down $1, which puts us at 92.22. So we're just below that 92.5. So what I'd love to see happen, Frankie, is a little bit more move down, come back up near the 92.5 and a rollover. 88. Yeah, we don't need a Fibit in there. We're good. $5 is our Fibit, right? You can see the number there. As long as this number, 505, is smaller, if this number is, I'm saying it the wrong way. If the distance between these two fib lines, right, 88.43, 92.58, if that is smaller than that number, we're okay. If it's bigger, we need to split the level in half, right? So that's why I bring up this list, so we can always see what that Fibit is on our position, okay? So that's what we're looking at. Pull a little bit more down, reverse back up, fail, and look at 88.43 as support. which means 89 to 89.5, 90, somewhere around there as a target zone. All right. I hope that helps. Let me know down below. Robert's asking for Google. Keep in mind we have 7:15. Boy, that's coming up fast, huh? For their split date. So Google is down $28 right now. Burn, baby, burn. So they're sitting at 22.06. So we're still up above that 21.70. We're kind of in the middle. I would be using pivot points on Google as if potential is there. Of course, obviously, you guys need to be able to deal with, anybody needs to be able to deal with the cost of the options as well, which, on the put options, you're looking at, what a difference. Holy mackerel. Let me see this for a second. So on the puts with a delta of that 65 to 85, we're looking at about $20. On the calls at the delta of 65 to 85, we're looking at $80 of cost. Now, I don't know if there's just a disparity because of the market being closed, but that's a huge difference as to where the market maker is putting an emphasis. That's for sure. All right. They're overvaluing the calls versus the puts here. All right. So, but from a technical standpoint, 21.70.36 is support and resistance is 22.51. It's just so close to the middle, 22.06. Right about there is where we are. We're so close to the middle of these two lines, it's tough to try to pick direction at this point without an outside indicator like pivot points. All right. Hope that helps, Robert. All right. Fantastic. Folks, listen, I know many of you, I saw it yesterday, went ahead and registered for Total Market Control, right? Sean's going to drop a link in there for Trading Like a Boss, where there's tons of stuff like this on there, right? It's everything that's on that page is free, right? There's nothing in there to buy. It's all free resources for you. I'm going to show you exactly what it takes for you to control from your brain, from your mind, what you need to do to take control of the market, right? So with that, everyone, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, Monday's 4th of July, we will not have class there, but we will be doing it tomorrow. All right, take care, everybody. I will see you at our next update tomorrow. Bye for now.